a slow start, Billy.
Yep.
5 wins in 6 games, and they've been against the better teams in the Eastern Conference. So they're coming. They're not the team maybe that they were a couple of years ago, but they're very good. They're playing some good basketball.
Yeah, you mentioned after 13 games, they were under 500. So back-to-back for both these teams. Reeves from the outside. Rebound, they battle for it, and there is Walsh.
Expect to see a lot of Walsh on Austin Reeves. It was Brown picking up the first possession this time.
Yep, Jalen will bring it back out to Pritchard. They'll swing it all the way to the other side. You mentioned there's Walsh. He's got it, nothing but net.
Just put him into the starting lineup a couple of games ago. Doesn't start every night, but terrific athlete. He can knock down a 3, so keep an eye on him on the perimeter.
He had a career high in points last night when they just washed Washington. Oh, that's a Don Nelson. It goes up, it goes down, and it's good for the Lakers' first hoop of the night.
The ball doesn't always stay in the hands of Gabe Vincent long once he gets it. He is absolutely ready to fire and matches the first 3 from the Celtics.
Well, right now the rims favor the Lakers. 45-point win against Washington last night. Again, a shorthanded team. Jalen Brown didn't play last night as Keita throws down the lob jam.
Yeah, Keita set a screen and got all the way to the rim for the lob over the top of Ayton, who was up in a held position there.
Only NBAer born in Portugal. Keita, here's LaRavia, had a really good game last night. There's Rui, corner of the key, not going to be there. Rebound, DeAndre Ayton underneath. He'll turn, little mid-range, goes up, over, and out.
A rare miss from DeAndre. Figured out what to do with Luka Doncic is on the court. He's figured out with LeBron, so he's made fast progress here in purple and gold.
All right, if you're just tuning in, Stu, a little under the weather. So Mike stepping in last minute. Literally the last minute. Here's White from the outside. And it's going to be a team rebound credited to the Lakers out of bounds, and here they come 2 minutes into the game.
Look at full court pressure, Austin Reeves all night. You get the idea.
He is your primary ball handler. Can he go 40 minutes tonight? Who knows? He'll turn, he'll shoot. He had plenty of time at the free throw line last night in that win in Toronto. Nearly stumbling his ground out on the right-hand side. That one rolls around and spills out by Pritchard. And Reeves will hippity-hop into the front court in the attacking 47 here at the TD Garden. Full house on a Friday night. Jake spinning, in trouble. Ayton kicks it. Corner, Rui not going to get there. Rebound, Boston.
Well, LaRavia and Ayton both had a chance to shoot inside. Instead, they opt for the extra pass. Just doesn't pay off this time.
Yeah, Lakers start 1 for 6. Brown on the attack, short arms it. Although Ayton might have been there to alter things. Rui attacks the rim, gets bumped, down he goes, and they'll have numbers coming the other way. They got a power play 5-on-4. White kicking, Pritchard right back to Derek White for 3.
He took advantage of the numbers there, as it was Rui getting back or lagging in transition after he fell out of bounds.
Here come the Lakers, second in the West currently. They're 4.5 back of OKC. And the Thunder have won 13 games in a row. Boston comes in, tied for 5th in the East. Ooh, Brown team trying to pay it off by making it himself as LaRavia went down, but they do get the basket.
3 for 5 from 3 now. It's White taking advantage. This time LaRavia fell. He got some contact there from Jalen Brown, and White took full advantage.
And what do I say? They don't rely as much on the 3? Well, they have been the last few years, as you know. They have been 3 happy. 8-0 run for Boston.
The Lakers a little short on their shooting tonight. Again, we know that they're on the back-to-back, but so is Boston, even though theirs was against Washington last night.
Lakers have missed their last 6. Can they get the defensive rebound? They do. A tap from Rui now to AR, whose numbers, as Mike talked about, ridiculous when Luka and LeBron aren't playing. That's a good seal that time on an entry pass, and the bucket by LaRavia.
Oh, they love that hit-ahead pass. Anytime you can see it, if they can get a seal, this time it's LaRavia keeping his man behind him, and Reeves executes the pass over the top.
Pritchard trying to create a little bit of real estate. Keita, a little mid-range, one-hand push. Oh, how'd that not go in? And the rebound taken by DeAndre Ayton, who averages nearly 9 a game. Reeves looks to get to the rim. Out of it goes. It doesn't go, and he'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Oh, Billy, remember?
No turnovers in that game. All right, here's AR at the line. How about this right now from Carl's Jr.? But what a way to end it with a decision whether to shoot it or not. If he makes it, they win. He gets to 10. If he misses, they go to overtime. 5 minutes, and they probably gets the 10 there, but he made the right play and kicked it to Rui. Data, corner. Walsh has to hustle and get it. Trying to go one-on-one with Hachimura. They're in a lot of trouble during this possession. And Pritchard steps back and hits it anyway.
A tough shot. Pritchard is good at making the tough ones as he ekes that in before the shot clock expires.
He's a duck from the University of Oregon. Peyton Pritchard now in his 6th year. Rui underneath. Well, Keita was right there, last line of defense. Instead, it's up to Brown, the former California Golden Bear, Jaylen Brown. Oh, good pass underneath. Look out! Walsh goes down.
He is the NBA's all-time leading scorer, but he might be a better passer, which is sort of hard to compute. That is sort of the way that he was taught to play the game.
Always.
Remember earlier in his career when he would get ripped for not taking the hero shot? There was a pass right to Daniel Marshall as Thero immediately explodes to the rim, just doesn't get the finish. First sub off the bench, by the way. JJ told us that was coming.
Adu Thero, and now it's Derek White from long distance, and they hit yet another 3. Boston shooting nearly 60% out of the gate. The Lakers just 2 for 11. So the offense has been anemic so far. You got Nick Smith Jr., who made a couple of sensational plays last night. One defense to offense specifically in the second half. AR attacks the rim all the way, gonna come up short. They're battling underneath, blocked once. Ayton stays with it and scores.
Well, I love that Redick goes right to the rookie, though, because they absolutely need some pop, some athleticism, some juice coming off this tough back-to-back, landing from Canada last night after a game that obviously went down to the wire. Speaking of players like the rookie Adu Thero, who I know everybody likes.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned Marcus. He was welcomed back here to Boston, where he had some really solid years. Now Brown on the outside, guarded by Reeves. Kick it into the corner. Walsh, if you're not familiar with him, get ready. Here's Keita. A nice interior pass, and Keita lays it up and in.
It was a good closeout there from Hachimura to make Walsh give the ball up, but he just happens to find Keita, who's been good for Boston this year.
This is one of 12 games, a very busy night in the NBA. Rui camping out in the corner. That is string music for Hachimura.
Now, Lakers needed that one, just the second 3 now. Boston, on the other hand, has 4.
Well, you know, Rui had 12 last night, 3 nights after a 23-minute goose egg. Just never saw the basketball a couple of games ago. He's got to get it. The Lakers have to move it and enable him to have the opportunity. Here's Anthony Simons.
That one's a killer, Billy, right? It's the tip-out offensive rebound. Those are the best 3s to shoot. And Simons just walked right into the wide-open look.
He changes coasts and comes here to Boston. Smith Jr., you know he loves to shoot. When you look at, per 36 minutes, he shoots the 3rd most on the Laker team.
He's ready to roll. You just saw that. The ball barely touched his hands. And not only does he take it, Billy, but he switches it.
Right now, rebound all alone was Hachimura, 24-15. First of 2 meetings between these clubs this year. And a turnover. And for the Lakers, that is just their 2nd tonight. The first resulted in a 3 for Boston. Boston has yet to turn the ball over. Brown on the outside, gets right around Reeves. Here he goes. Keita again, put it up and miss. Rebound taken by Austin, and he looks for the outlet.
Keita just blew that one. He had him in position.
Rui halted on his progress, and then moving down, rim running to the other end, and not knocking it down from 10 feet, missing it again, was DeAndre.
Seen a lot of that so far, Billy. A lot of shots that Austin usually hits, that DeAndre usually hits. They just haven't been going down tonight.
Jaylen Brown walks in and scores. You mentioned Reeves is 0 for 4.
Like and subscribe.